away. We're going to get to like a stopping point, like a not like a full stop, but just like a stopping point in the other campaign, and then really briefly do a one shot with me, which might take more than one shot according to Nikki, because apparently it's just really hard to get people to go from point A to point B in one episode, but it might be like a couple.
That doesn't sound right. We're really good at going from point A to point B.
Okay.
Especially with 8 people.
Yeah.
It's never gonna finish that quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually probably one of the biggest things working against this being a one shot is simply the number of people, because we'll all have ideas about what to do and how to do it, and that will probably slow it down. Yeah, we will all be 8 times as wrong. It'll be great.
Well, I'm trying to install like guardrails into the story, which you're supposed to do for a one shot. You know, like you shouldn't. I know people don't like it when you get railroaded in a big campaign, but I'm trying to make the story like kind of contained. And I'll probably install like a time limiting feature, so there will only be like, you know, a couple of like there's only going to be so much time that you could take, which translates in real world too. There's only going to be like so many rests that you can take before it's like, but I guess we'll just wait until. Should we wait until Nikki gets here before I talk about the concept, and we can talk about you guys planning?
We're gonna have to make a little bit of a computer adjustment here. So I'm gonna drop. We're gonna run downstairs because Avery can hear us.
Oh no.
We just switched into a different bedroom, which does not yet have a door.
Well, she's not sleeping with you guys anymore.
No, she is. Yeah, we moved into the master.
Okay.
2 days ago, which is great, except we didn't put a door on it yet because we have to do some painting in the hallway first, so we're gonna shuffle around and be down there real quick.
Okay.
Beep boop. Be right back.
No, Nikki doesn't know the concept yet because I haven't gotten a chance to talk to her. We moved this like pretty fast.
Oh, I just know she told me that you guys were the other day. I thought you were talking about the concept. So
no, she was just telling me how to do it.
Gotcha.
And she's gonna help me probably with the concept so it doesn't get too off the rails, but she doesn't know the concept yet.
I'm psyched.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So I guess as a logistical matter, I talked to Nikki a little bit about this, but you know, in terms of character sheets, I think one of the, you know, I went and if you just, so it's going to be a level 3 adventure. So whatever your character is, level 3. I know like it can seem like a pain, you know, to create a character sheet from scratch. If you feel that way, I would encourage you to just like download a character sheet and you can modify it like to your needs. So you could just like go and download like a level 3 wizard, whatever. And I have a couple that I downloaded and I can send you guys also the link to that website. I'll send it in the chat right now. So they're just like a bunch of pre-made character sheets and you can browse and see if you find something that you like. I don't know how people feel about this. I you know, prefer, but if you feel like you don't have you know, a great sense of like what you want your backstory to be or whatever, we can do that. Yeah, other than that, I guess we should just wait for Nikki till we start talking about it, because I also can talk to you about like some of the character sheets that might be good if I can talk to you a little bit about like the features of the world. And then I think tonight what we kind of want to do is like hash out who, like a vague sense of who everyone in the party is going to be, so that we don't have like a bunch of healers or just like a bunch of barbarians.
I just think that would make a great campaign one time. Just like it's like do an all cleric campaign.
Just too many clerics
would not be a bad idea. I will tell you that this is in yeah, I don't know. Should I wait to talk about it for Nikki, or should I just talk about it when Nikki gets here?
I guess. Well, I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
Reed's
I am.
not here either.
Yeah.
Oh, Reed's done too. Okay.
I am psyched about level 3 though, I will tell you, because I've been really suffering with this whole level 1, level 2 bullshit.
Abby, what level are your characters right now? Your other campaigns?
Is it possible to use our current character sheets, but we'll just use different names?
Sure, yeah, why not? But are we level 3 in right now?
Not yet.
No, we're level 2.
Okay.
Well, you could do I mean, I guess you could just level yourself up.
Yeah, that's yeah, sure.
Yeah, you could just level yourself up. And
No, I
change
wanna
your
try a new-
story or whatever.
I'm trying a new class.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
want.
it is pretty easy, like I
Yeah.
said, just Google like a character sheet and find it online. But if you don't want to, but it might be a little bit harder for you to level up your. Well, I guess not. If you have like a way of doing that, are you using a manual character sheet or do you use D&D Beyond?
We have a manual character sheet, but should we use?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess you could just do it the same way you would do it, and then you'll know in advance. That's
All
fine.
right.
Convert everybody to my spreadsheet at one point. Spreadsheet and Discord.
I like D&D Beyond. I think it makes it super, super easy, but I also think these pre-made character sheets are super easy. I'll show you guys one of them just so you can kind of see. I know a bunch of you probably will have seen it, but for those of you who wouldn't have seen what one of these looks like, I guess I'm gonna share screen. Post disabled. Never mind. I will send. I'll send one and you guys can kind of open it and look at it. Okay, there it is. It's in the chat if you want to look at it. So it like the pre-made character sheet comes with basically like everything you need. And it gives you like a little backstory for your ideals and bonds and flaws and everything, which I think is good if you want that, but you're free to make your own.
Kate,
So that's probably good for mom, right? Give her one
yeah,
of
is
those.
it just one sheet?
It's like 3 pages, Mom.
Yeah, okay, I'll figure it out.
If you get confused, mom, you can message me after or message Kate right after. We'll walk you through it. Ooh, we're in the wine cellar now.
It's true.
Whoa, wine cellar.
It's starting to feel like that in my house too.
It's an awful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just too much wine. What are you supposed to do with it? You know, I honestly like we don't have guests over anymore though, so I'm kind of like I need people to drink wine with. I can't drink a whole bottle by myself.
Yeah, we actually got
You
rid
couldn't
of.
even drink a whole glass yourself.
Yeah. Oh my
Excuse you.
God.
I don't understand those people who just like down like 6 glasses of wine in a night. Wine gets you so fucked up.
Yeah, just ask my sister-in-law's mother.
Your sister-in-law's mother does that?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
It's like such a niche reference,
I don't
Doug.
know who your sister-in-law's mother is. So your sister-in-law, so your
It's my brother's wife.
brother's wife's mother. Okay,
Yeah.
she does that.
Wine always gives me like a
Makes
headache.
for a fun holiday.
What, Leon?
Oh, I said wine always gives me a headache after I.
Yeah,
so-
I think that's like a specific thing too. Some people are like allergic specifically to wine. But also I think wine is just like wine is just way stronger than just your average beer. And
It's because you drink Miller Lite.
I don't drink Miller Lite.
What do you?
Wait, really?
MGD.
You did for years. I swear to God, I remember going over to your house and being like, "Why is there so much Miller Lite in here?"
Yeah, because Tiffany drank like 7 Miller Lights in a night. I barely ever had a Miller Lite. Those don't mean anything to me.
Okay.
I'm a beer person though. I like beer, but I don't like wine. I won't drink.
Is Nikki there, Reed?
Reed's gone too. So what did you guys?
Did you turn her invisible for the campaign? It's like that's a good flex, man.
What'd you guys do for your New Year? What'd everyone do?
I made a grocery
Emily
list.
stayed up till the new year.
You made a grocery list?
We watched the ball drop on TV. That was it.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun.
What about you?
I didn't do anything because I'm in quarantine. I FaceTimed with some friends until midnight that were also, well, they weren't in quarantine, so I don't know what their excuse was, but we FaceTimed.
We tried to stay up till 11 and we fell asleep at like 11:45.
That was us like a few
Yeah.
years ago. We thought we passed
Definitely
out.
had that kind of New
Sad.
Year's before.
It's all good. I think New Year's a little bit overrated.
I feel like I'm not ready for it to be 2022, especially because it seems like it's going to be really bad. Like everything just started shutting down with Omicron like a week before 2022. It just seems like it's going to be a repeat of 2021, but maybe worse.
I like the optimism, which is it's a good mindset to go into the new year with.
Well, I'm just getting the mindset.
Oh,
too.
oh, Leon, that's a bad joke.
It's the sequel.
It better not be.
And the sequels are
Oh,
always
boy.
worse. Well, most of the time, they're always worse.
Unless it's Spider-Man 2. Wait, let's have controversial sequel opinions.
Oh, Spider-Man 2 was really good. It was really good.
Spider-Man 2 was really
Star
good.
Wars. Star Wars 2.
People
It has a
also-
name. But I
everyone-
don't know what it
Which
is.
one was two? I mean, episode 2?
Yeah.
No, the original series, the original one,
And, oh my god, that
the
was so
second
good.
one.
Wait, Empire?
Yeah, that one.
What's wrong with Empire?
No, it's good.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
it is.
Wait, what's the
I'm naming
one?
good sequels.
What's the one with the Ewoks?
That's
Return
the
of the
third
Jedi.
one.
Yeah, I
Jedi.
think it's the third one, but what is it called?
Return of the Jedi.
Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Okay, that one is not good. That one is
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, the Ewoks were so dumb.
Yeah, the Ewoks. are stupid.
They were basically Jar Jar from the olden days.
No, let's not.
No.
That's too far, Reed.
Come on, Reed. Come on, man.
Yeah, Jar Jar.
The
was-
Ewoks didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, the Ewoks were also not racist.
Except all the
That's wrong.
stormtroopers they ate.
I was gonna say,
They
they
don't
had a lot of stormtroopers. They were good at that.
I meant they didn't hurt us, the audience, by their presence.
That's legit.
They're saying they hurt the right people.
They're saying they hurt the right.
What is this all about? Put your mouth off
I
the
feel like the forests of Endor would be a really cool setting for a D&D campaign. Like, you know, something in that thing where it's like basically like a whole culture that's like spread throughout trees. One of the things that always bothered me about it is that like the humans are all just able to get around like pretty easily in this space built for like really much smaller, lighter creatures. And I think it would be funny to have like a campaign where you have like a dwarf who's wearing a bunch of fucking chainmail and it's like, there's only certain places you can go, man. Like the architecture was not designed for you. And he's
Like
like,
if you had a bridge that was designed for teeny tiny creatures and collapsed if you were big type thing.
yeah, exactly.
No, that was terrible.
Unless I hallucinated, I think they actually did a Endor spin-off like in the 80s, like way before.
They were
the-
yeah, it was like Caravan of Courage. And there was
the
another
Star
one.
Wars machine.
It was with little children. And
Yeah, I
Ewoks,
remember the little
and,
kid.
I didn't watch them.
So y'all
I've
know
seen
that
the
like,
holiday special, but I've not seen Caravan of Courage.
so y'all know that Doug is like a Star Wars like super nerd.
What?
Like
Why have you seen the holiday special? I'm other than just to say that you've seen it.
Wait, is
So,
the holiday special
let's-
the
so
one
the
that
ho-
has, like Chewbacca, like Chewbacca?
Yeah, so the first like 15 minutes is spoken entirely in Wookiee. Like it's just a bunch of grunts and growls, and there's no subtitles or
little
anything.
loud.
And then Grandpa Wookiee goes and watches like a VR porno.
Wow.
It's really bizarre.
That sounds
and
actually
then-
kind of cool.
Yeah.
That
The
sounds
the
kinda
Boba Fett
cool.
cartoon in it was pretty good.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, Nikki. Okay, so everyone's here. So, okay, I guess I don't really know how to go about this, but I guess I'll just start with describing the premise to you guys without giving away too much. So, there's an underwater research facility. So, I haven't decided exactly how deep underwater it's going to be, but it's like significantly, like it's going to be at least like 200 feet underwater. And there's a storm. There are a bunch of adventurers on a ship. Maybe they're sailors, maybe they're adventurers. They're heading towards a capital city called Amber. And if you want to be an adventurer on the ship, you can come up with any reason that you're heading to this capital city. Just assume that it has like everything. It's a capital city, so it has every, like diplomacy or maybe commerce, or you want to be in the circus, whatever. Amber has a circus, it doesn't matter. A storm catches you off the coast, but you don't know exactly how far. And you go, it's really, really bad. You go overboard. And the next thing you know, you wake up in like this giant, like living quarters space, but like makeshift living quarters space in an underwater research facility. So you can be a sailor on the ship if you want to. You could be a passenger on the ship. I mean, you could be conceivably anyone. You could be somebody in the research facility too. But what I'll tell you is that I think for the people who are who want to be researchers in the facility, talk to me first, because I want some of it to like BioShock. I want some of that information to be like new information, the information about the facility to be new to the people who don't want to do that. So tell me if you do, and you won't be like stuck in it. If I explained to you the premise and you don't like the idea of being a researcher anymore, that's okay. But generally I'm trying to like keep information a little bit narrow for everyone so that you don't well, because I think it'll be fun to kind of figure out how you're there, what happened, and also what's being done in the underwater facility. So I made up a list of questions tonight. I think that Nikki, you can correct me here if I'm wrong, but I think that tonight the main thing is to figure out everyone's different roles in the party, and also sort of share the premise with you. And I want to give you like a couple of like questions that you can sort of try to think of for your character. So the first one is, what are your character's abilities with regard to water?
Can I ask you for 1 quick second so I could go grab my notebook to write down questions?
Okay, yeah, I'll also write these down. So I'm going to write them in the chat.
Yeah, that's right.
I know mine. I know what my character's ability is with respect to water.
What is it?
I can turn it into wine.
I can drink the wine. I think we're on a
Just talking
we're
about
off to a
wine.
good start here.
So abilities rewater, which means that you could be like, so for example, a race that is like capable of swimming underwater or like breathing underwater, you could be one of those, but I think it would be kind of boring if everybody was one of those, or if there was a huge number of people who did that.
Ooh, someone
so-
should be allergic to water.
Yeah, you could be allergic to water. Like, I mean, honestly, I think it would be funny or
How
interesting.
would you be alive?
You know, there's actually people that are allergic to water. It's a weird thing.
They're allergic
The
to something
answer
in
is
water.
carefully.
So,
Well, I mean, that could make for an interesting campaign.
so
Okay. Okay, sorry.
What is your character's relationship to water?
yeah, I put the notes in the
It's
chat. So
complicated.
the other thing is, so there are things like, for example, a water genasi, which would be able to swim underwater, I believe. You know, that could be good because you're in this underwater facility, and maybe if you want to be outside of the facility for some reason. Another thing somebody might want to consider being is a druid. At level 3, one of your wild forms could be like a giant octopus or a reef shark, I believe. So if somebody wanted to be a druid with a wild form that is like that, but I mean, if nobody wanted to do those things, that's fine too. You don't have to all, like, you don't have to be even able to swim. That would make it more interesting. You're not going to just like die immediately. You're in an underwater research facility. The other thing is like to think about is how careful is your character. So like there are all these walls to this facility, and generally for research purposes they're going to be like pretty sturdy. But if you're just like kind of a bull in a china shop and you're really like, you know, you're like a barbarian, you know, for example, if we had a party of all barbarians in an underwater research facility, just like slamming things all around, that's going to look like a cave-in probably. I'm just going to let you guys know that the possibility of glass shattering and rooms filling up that's a possibility.
So we're all gonna die, is what I'm hearing.
No, I'm
So you're
saying
saying
it's a
this is
possibility.
basically, oh God. Is this the abyss? Are you gonna put us in the abyss? Because I can't,
not-
you know, I get very,
It's not the abyss. And just pick, if you're afraid, Abby, pick somebody that can breathe underwater.
yeah, but it's more fun to not do that. So
Okay, then don't do it, because I think that's very fun too.
I'm gonna channel my innate fear of drowning into this character.
Yeah, drowning is super scary. The idea of slowly dying as a
Yeah.
room fills up with water is terrifying.
I've heard it's actually quite a peaceful way to go
Oh,
once you get over the whole, breathing water thing.
oops,
Yes, that's
Doug,
terrible.
the great beyond.
Like-
there is
like
no one
freezing
alive
to
who can
death.
attest to whether drowning is a good way to die.
From what I've heard about your body's like kind of reaction as you drown.
I don't think you have, okay.
I don't want to drown.
We're gonna have this conversation as we're drowning in the game. It's gonna be great.
Are you sure that you feel this way, or did you just hear this whenever you watched The Prestige? Because that is a plot point in The Prestige.
I don't remember. It's a good movie though. Much better than The Illusionist.
The Prestige is way better than The Illusionist. I don't even remember The Illusionist. I remember it had Edward Norton.
Yeah,
It
that's
did.
the only
It had a
memorable thing about
glowing
it.
ball. That's all I-
So I guess that's,
But
you know,
there's
I mean, just in
one
terms
more.
of like, that's kind of all the information that I have for you at this point. I guess you could kind of ask me any questions and I might be able to answer, and then we could start working on who everyone is gonna be.
Are we just gonna take some time to like think about it for a minute?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh, we could start reading
Oh.
for you.
So the assumption is that some of us can't swim underwater? I mean, you have to.
Oh yeah. Definitely like I think I would be kind of honestly, I think it would be kind of ruined if everyone could just swim underwater.
Okay,
If everyone was good swimmers, I think it would be kind of
I could swim underwater until I run out of breath.
right. Exactly. I mean, you could just be like a normal adventurer. So I don't know. Should I don't know. Should we take a break or?
It's
how do
just
we
a
do, like,
classic. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, take like maybe 10-15 minutes and try and come up with,
Maybe like a couple of options
Couple
and
of
then we
options,
see
right.
what people are thinking and then see how like what would work well.
Wait, what
Yeah,
are we
that's
supposed to be
fair.
thinking about? Sorry, what are we supposed to be thinking about?
like what type of character you might want to play with these sections.
Well, you're already done because you're just playing your same character.
Oh, so you're good. Oh, is that what you guys are doing? You're gonna play your same character?
Maybe, sure.
Okay.
Different names. Maybe alternate universe of ourselves. Maybe it'll be.
That could be Envy.
Name us.
You could be Envy.
I could bring Envy to the game.
I was
I
thinking
will say-
about bringing my character.
I will say because it is a research facility and it's not exactly high society, so it's the only thing that I wanted to sort of point out about it, because I was looking at all of the different classes, and one of the ones I was looking at is Bard. I don't think that there's no use for a Bard, but I will say if your character is like heavily charisma based, you're just stuck in a place with a bunch of scientists. You don't need to, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't.
Yeah, it could be very charismatic with those scientists.
Yeah, I guess you could be very charismatic with the scientists, but just
What if
being
your
a
entire goal
charming
is to hit
person-
on all?
Yes.
What?
What if I want to romance all the scientists?
Well,
You want to
can-
seduce the
yeah,
scientist, Kate?
You can seduce. The scientists are seducible. Every single scientist, it's my guarantee.
Oh, man.
to you.
Good.
I am writing. I'm writing this down. This is a promise you are making to me that I can seduce any scientist I want.
Yeah, but if you can,
If the dice
succeed,
allow
I
you
mean, I'm not
to.
saying you will definitely.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
But you can try.
Seduce them. Yes.
That's all I care about.
And then, another thing. These things are probably all occurring to you, but one is like, how claustrophobic are you? Because even if you're a good swimmer, you might just not like being in a small underwater space. Yeah, that's about all I can think of without giving away too much.
Is there one in this one that you're thinking about specifically? Because there's a specific set class on it.
So if you guys
Oh,
don't know,
man.
you can go. I think that you can like make characters of different races on D&D Beyond. I might have bought like an expansion that allowed me to pick different races. If you want to pick anything that's like kind of cool and fun, like I don't know, like water. I don't know if water genasi is in the basic package. Genasi
It's
are
not probably.
No, I don't think.
No,
it
they
is.
should. They probably aren't.
You could probably look up a genasi character sheet though.
It'd be kind of fun to be a flame genasi, like a fire genasi.
that would be very fun.
Deeply upsetting.
Yeah, I think. I mean, anything that would. But to be fair, if you
What
were
level are we
playing
building
Genasi-
these characters at?
What?
What level are we building these characters to?
I
Three.
think 3.
3.
Three.
Okay, it looks just like that. So you can
I forgot to say, somebody in the party.
do water, so it might be a-
Somebody in the party might want to like. You don't have to, but it might be interesting if somebody in the party was like religious or knew a lot of like arcane lore. Like if somebody was like an expert in
Okay.
religion or arcane lore, but nobody has to. But these are just elements that I'm thinking that could be fun to bring in. I think probably how it's going to be is that, you know, if we pick like kind of the vague contours of different characters tonight, then you guys can text me individually as you're coming up with your character, and we can sort of like, if you have ideas for backstory
yeah.
and stuff like that, and I'll help do some like world building and try to work it in with you. Although I will say, because the story is so self-contained and it's a one-shot, I don't think everyone's character is going to have like a place like in the story necessarily, because it's so short, and that's more for like really long adventures, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't mean like a place in the story as in like you'll still be there.
Be in the story. We're not just gonna be sidelined.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, if you're like a long lost princeling, like your like angry dad is probably not hanging out in the underwater research facility or
You
whatever.
mean I'm not gonna work my long 30-page backstory that I'm gonna write for this one shot into your adventure?
Yeah,
Is that what I'm hearing?
it's probably not going to happen, but maybe it could.
Wow.
Particularly
Wow,
if you
Kate.
were-
Yeah, I don't know about this anymore.
Particularly if you were one of the researchers, and I think we could handle like having like 2 or 3 of you be researchers if you wanted to. Then
And I hit on people if I'm a researcher, can I hit on other researchers?
Yeah, you shouldn't though, because this land has Title VII. And
Damn. This is why I play D&D, is to escape the harsh realities of the real world, Kate.
the harsh realities, including like gender discrimination laws.
Yeah, that mostly that actually.
I play D&D to get away from civil rights.
HR law. Look, I'm just asking for a break in
Yes.
taking all of those required like trainings that I have to take at work
If
about
you are
sexual
a
harassment.
researcher, you can hit on your coworkers. They might be like, "That's weird. I'm your coworker."
Or they'd be like, yes, it's so hard to find love when you're deep under.
Yeah, you're under the sea, Kate. I think
That's
it's
actually a good point. That's actually a good point. They might be like super, super horny.
They're
down
probably super horny.
I'm glad we're sorting this out now,
there. They're
because
keeping it
otherwise.
professional.
But is there like more of like a
Oh, yeah.
serious research facility? Or are we talking about like Little Mermaid?
Okay, so that
Sea?
probably would be-
Sorry, is it what?
Is it like a serious research facility, or is it more like a Little Mermaid?
Well,
under
but
the
you
sea?
can have
That
your.
doesn't mean they necessarily.
I don't know what Little Mermaid research facility means. Like
I like the Disney movie, I guess.
what?
I like the Disney movie.
No, it's gonna be like so. It's a serious research facility.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like
It-
Bioshock.
Right.
I don't know Bioshock super well, so to be honest, I didn't know about it. But maybe I should look at Bioshock for world building.
You're gonna be like, oh, this is what I planned. This is my game. Okay.
Yeah, I played Bioshock. That's what I did. Well, isn't Bioshock like an underwater city?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's the whole city is underwater.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a research facility. You
Yeah.
didn't steal this from Bioshock. I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
don't
failed
know.
utopia.
I have mine like.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. I remember.
There's like
that.
a really strong religious aspect and like
They actually really don't like any wet because it like makes the feathers all.
It was.
And they do research on like little girls too, I think, right? Like
oh yeah.
Mm.
Gross. It sounds fun. So yeah, it's Bioshock, I guess.
That's the trash.
But it's not gonna be the same plot points as Bioshock. So looking at Bioshock won't help you. Maybe it will. I better read about Bioshock just to make sure it does.
I think that would be-
You didn't actually definitely recreate Bioshock without never having
They'd
played the
be
game or
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I've never played a druid. Druid does sound cool.
Yeah.
didn't know
I
you
hear they're
were-
hard to play.
Oh,
But-
really?
They also seem fun.
I know. I like the shaping. I've had people in other games play them, and they seem super cool.
I'm leaning towards Warlock.
I've always wanted to try that. That's a good arcane magic for sure, like arcane lore person.
I'm leaning towards Warlock with a pact with Cthulhu.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, I love
nice.
that.
That's excellent.
we
Doug.
already decided our character names.
But-
If you just hover over our names.
Rogue.
you'll
Yeah.
see-
Okay. Can I do a tiefling rogue?
Hey,
You're being a tiefling?
Then you can be your dragon.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Doug wants to be a tiefling. Rogue.
With thalassophobia,
Okay, he's afraid of the sea.
Yeah,
deep water.
Dragonborn Gloomstalker.
What the heck
Okay,
is
so
that,
what
Reed?
was that?
It's a ranger.
It's a ranger subclass.
No. What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Dragonborn Gloomstalker.
Okay.
Quite
I'm
comfortable in water. Doesn't have any specific abilities abnormally, but is often in the water as part of his work.
Like the speaker sounds weird.
I see the
He's an
Okay,
extreme-
Mom, you said you wanted to be a deep gnome.
Just be.
You know what? I did, but I think after seeing these sheets, I'm gonna pick one of the ones on that, that you gave me.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it's a human ranger hermit. Human ranger monster slayer.
Okay, is it level 3?
Yeah,
Okay, good. All right. Okay, so Channing, you and I are probably going to need to work together to figure out who Cthulhu is in this universe and how Cthulhu works. So that's something that we can sort of talk about like privately.
Okay.
But it'll also be like
That one's in.
really good for lore, and it's like a cool horror element too, which I like.
Yeah, as soon as you said like underwater research facility, I got like the Thing vibes.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Nikki and I have been this is the thing. Actually, I was worried that this was going to seem too much like The Thing, that it's an underwater research facility, which is just a step away from Arctic research facility.
That's just where my mind goes, though. Like remote research facility, I'm already like, we're dying.
Oh yeah, it should be kind of scary. It should be a little claustrophobic and scary, but it's not
I was
horror.
gonna say, is this a horror
No, it's
campaign?
not
No,
horror.
okay.
It's not horror. It's
Everyone-
just scary,
It's a monster. Big fat monster.
but it's not going to be too scary. Nobody's going to be too scared. Thegus, is that you, Doug?
oh, that's me.
Mom, your name is Thegus?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you guys have a sense of whether you'd like to be adventurers on a ship, sailors on a ship, researchers, somebody off the coastline who saw people drowning and tried to dive in to save them, or whatever?
I mean, I figured I'd be an adventurer on a ship. I'm
Okay.
a rogue.
Doug is an adventurer on the ship.
I'm off for a reunion.
Okay, so you're on the ship. So you were on the ship, Mom?
Yeah.
Heading to a reunion of what?
A battle reunion.
Got it.
It's the 18th anniversary when we took that horse into that city and they opened it up for us.
Reed, you're often in the Gloomstalkers, so are you an adventurer on the ship?
Not so much an adventure. No, I'm on the boat because I'm going to the city to get paid for a job I just did.
Okay.
I dealt with Mark Zuckerberg. Stalked him.
Okay, and what about you, Channing?
I'll be a researcher.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's gonna be very cool. I'm excited.
All right, so Trish is going to be a Tease the Barbarian.
What's the name? A tease?
Someone else picks the class. That's what I'm gonna do at this point.
What you all have missed.
Is every time I pick a
Every
class,
time she picks a class, 30 seconds later, someone's like,
I'm
I'll
gonna
be
be
that.
this. I'm just gonna wait now. I'm gonna wait.
Okay,
And
so Trish is gonna be a tease. How's that spelled?
it's Zeta backwards.
ATEZ.
Oh, got it.
Solid.
Okay,
I see
barbarian.
what-
I thought that was a race. I was like, is that like a thing I've never heard of?
Okay, a tease the barbarian.
Do you want to give them
No one's picked
religion
Yeah,
one?
me.
I don't think we're doing that.
Oh, we're not doing that
No.
yet. Okay.
You could play Envy.
I'm gonna be Vale, the ranger. It's spelled leaf backwards.
Oh, wait to see what we have.
Fail the ranger.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Really
are
setting
you
yourself up
guys
for success.
adventurers on the ship, or are you researchers in the facility?
We're both adventurers.
Okay, you're both adventurers on the ship. Are you human?
You want to be human?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, humans
We're
are
gonna
so
continue to
squishy and
cover
weak.
with ordinary humans.
You guys love to be weak little humans.
Just
Repre-
I
love it.
haven't settled on
Represent.
a race yet. We have, what is everybody's race so far?
I'm
Um,
gonna call Fire Genasi now. I'm not calling class. I'm calling Fire Genasi.
Nice. Stole
Okay.
my idea, Nikki.
so Nikki's a fire. Okay, so the races right now: Fire Genasi, 2 humans, 3 humans actually. So Fire Genasi, 3 humans, Dragonborn, Doug is a tiefling, and Channing hasn't picked yet.
Yeah. I was going to
Haven't
go
picked yet
human,
either.
but I'll be the elf.
Okay, oh, okay. Abby, do you have any idea? Also, looking at this, somebody in here, so we've got rogue, barbarian, ranger, warlock. What is a gloomstalker again? Gloomstalker is a type of ranger.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 rangers. We could probably use some. Well, a lot of these can be healers, right?
That's what I'm gonna check. I'm gonna with
Nikki's wondering about if she's gonna do something in that direction, right?
Oh, like yeah, it sounds like we should have at least one cleric, or we're gonna
Yeah,
be suffering.
about a cleric.
Yeah.
If we need to, I can
So-
change from a ranger to something else too. If we need it. Okay.
Oh wait,
think-
we have 3 rangers. That's
I'm gonna wait. We have 3.
We have 3 rangers. We have
Yeah,
a.
I was a ranger.
Oh yeah, mom's a ranger
Yeah.
too. Okay, we might have too many
I can be
rangers.
a cleric. I can be a cleric.
okay.
Okay, all right.
Clerics are fun.
All right, Leaf's gonna be, or Fail is gonna be a cleric.
Below the cleric. Yeah.
I'm doing a druid. I think some druids have healing spells. But maybe it's
Yeah,
like
they do.
higher level.
I saw that. Yeah. Okay, so Abby is a druid. Are you a researcher? Are you an adventurer? Did you dive down to save the people who were, whatever, any of them,
I
anything?
think that makes actually, you know what? That makes no sense for a druid because I was like, I feel like a druid would not be like hanging out on a ship unless they were like a water druid. It was like a sailor.
Okay, so you're a druid and you're a researcher.
No, I'm sorry. I think I like the idea of like I was like trying to rescue people.
Oh, okay, you were off the shore.
Yeah.
I know it's what's fun because it's not. Not good at all.
And I'm gonna do Dragonborn because I haven't done Dragonborn in a while and they're kind of fun.
Nice. Okay.
Still be good at 2 dragonborns. There's nothing wrong with that.
It'll be great. Yeah. that'd be
Wait,
the-
there's 2.
Oh, you pick chromatic dragonborn.
It'll-
That'd be funny.
It'll be the.
Do I need to be
weird-
something else? I can be something else if I need to be.
No.
There's nothing wrong
No, no.
with having 2 dragonborns.
We'll have 2 dragonborn stuck in this underwater research facility.
Yeah, that's true.
Poor researchers.
You guys
gonna
are
be
just like
"What
really
the
big,
fuck?"
We're very big.
really big guys in an underwater research facility.
Our hallways are not big enough for y'all. It'll be fun. It'll be great.
Okay, so we've got an elf warlock, a tiefling rogue, a dragonborn gloomstalker, a human ranger, a human barbarian, a human cleric, fire genasi, and a dragonborn druid.
I'll be a rogue since I don't think anyone said rogue yet, right?
No, Doug's a rogue.
Oh,
That's
Doug.
rogue.
Okay. I think I'm out of ideas for classes. I
should have
just go back to
double.
I'll go back to my first idea since we have all our bases covered. And I'll be a sorcerer warlock.
Sorcerer is perfect because there aren't any other sorcerers. Oh, but there's a warlock.
Wait, no. Yeah, okay. I was like,
But I think a sorcerer warlock should be
Sorcerer. would be
okay.
great.
Okay, and Nikki, do you want to be in the facility as a researcher, or do you want to be?
I was traveling to the city.
Okay.
Please, that's your boat that we were all
could be that
It
character.
was, yeah.
Oh, that could be my. Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
fun. That was my boat we were on for my.
Oh,
character.
nice.
Yeah, my
that-
character's an kind of an aristocrat. She's new money.
That's better than those old money type.
Okay, so I think we have an idea for everyone. Is that everyone?
I think so.
So I don't think there's much to do on that front, except for just we need to do the logistics, and then over the next couple of weeks, while we're waiting, you guys should just text me whatever your ideas are for like kind of more backstory for your character, and then some of your character sheets. And I can work with you a little bit on the lore if it's something that would need to like be incorporated into the story, but you know.
And just to so I'm gonna change one thing because I went back to my original character. Not a fire genasi, it's a Kenku.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you do. I've always wanted to do a Kenku.
Yes.
But she is gonna talk because I can't deal with that noise. It's just there's a reason for it, but we'll
Oh man, a Kenku would be so stressed out underwater. Maybe.
yes, exactly. She does a lot of water magic, but she does not like to get wet. Does not like
Mom, a
Very good.
Kenku,
Very careful, but
Yeah.
now she's stuck underwater and she's trying to get the fuck out of
Yeah.
there.
Mom, for like reference for some of these, or for anyone who doesn't know, so I think everyone knows what a dragonborn just looks like. A big dragon person. Like it's just like a really big guy who's kind of scaly and looks like a dragon a bit. Mama Kenku is like a little they look like little humanoid ravens.
Yeah.
And they only
Oh.
talk through mimicry, so they can only say things that they've heard people say. But if they're very
Oh.
educated, they could say a lot of things because they'd heard a lot.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, I think that's everything, honestly, that we need. We just got to figure out when we are going to get to a good stopping point for it, and also I just need like a lot of time to prep.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you work on it and let me know when you feel like you're pretty comfortable, and then we'll think about where's a good break point.
Yeah,
Okay.
Without spoiling anything, so there are a number of kind of side quests and directions that the other game may go in. So there's ample opportunity for breakpoints coming up.
That's
Okay.
true. We have to figure if we're gonna go do the Banshee thing or any one of the other like
Yeah,
four
you
side
can-
quests we have.
yeah,
Just say
there's, like,
orcs,
yeah,
banshees,
or
like
those
it's, yeah.
quests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leave Hunfrid to his own devices, you
Yep,
know.
let him rot in jail. He did that to
Okay,
himself.
whatever. You know what? I've been dead in a campaign before, and I'd spend like 4 games in hell, so this is not any different.
So yeah, I think that's it. Just you guys can ask me any questions that you want to right now that you think would help you with your backstory, but you can also ask them privately if you would prefer. I'll answer.
Kate, is this just like generic Faerun in terms of like the broader world?
Yeah, but like, to be honest, I'm not gonna do a bunch of like, yeah, so it is generic Faerun, but and so like I'm gonna take elements from things that I've read, but you know, like I'll change them for.
Yeah, I was just trying to think for like backstory. I don't want to be like doing this like
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah.
backstory.
you wanna
If
look
it's like,
up
no, this
something-
is a steampunk world, and like Amber is like Amber of like the 9 Princes.
I mean, it is like a reference to that, and there could be elements of that, but it would all be like explained. Like you
Yeah,
look
yeah,
up
okay.
the backstory and you tell me, you know, you come up with it, and if it's like directly from it, but yeah, just don't count on anything being there just because it would be in Faerun, you know.
So
Yeah.
my question for you that will help with my backstory is what's a little bit more about the city of Amber. It's a coastal city I picked, a gathering.
Yeah.
is there anything that like sets it apart from other cities? What's its vibe? What's the vibe of Amber?
Okay, yeah. I guess I can go in and sort of do that. I'll talk about it a little bit here. 1 second. Let me sort of write this
We don't
down.
have to do it now if no one else cares, but I'd be just
No, it would help me with the backstory because it's like if I'm living or traveling near the city,
Yeah.
it's like why am I
Right.
there? Is it because like
Amber is like the capital of it's like Amber in the books. It's like the capital of the world.
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like we're probably the only two people in this.
No, I understand. I'm trying to explain it in a way that Amber is like and I'll take this stuff from the lore on Amber and probably change it, but it's kind of like the capital of the world. It's like this major like coastal hub where and it has all of the royal family live in Amber, and the abilities of the royal family is that like Amber is like the world that you're in is like the world, but there are a bunch of shadow worlds, and anyone in the royal family who can walk the pattern can walk into one of the shadow worlds. I don't even know if this is gonna come in, but this is how Amber works. And so
Super cool book. Y'all should read it.
it's like a hub of it's like the hub of the world, because this is like where all of the power sits. It's where the people who can walk through different dimensions sit. None of you should be able to walk through different dimensions. Like, it's not something where I expect any of you guys would be able to walk through different dimensions. It's a very like select.
Is it sort of like Norse mythology almost, where you have the different realms?
Yeah, it is a little bit. There are different realms, and this is like the real world. This is the non-shadow world. But if you walk the pattern, you can walk into various shadow worlds, and if you walk the pattern in certain ways, you can change the shadow worlds. So the point is that it's a hub of these like extremely powerful, almost like godlike royalty who rule in Amber. And by the way, who are always in these internecine conflicts and trying to kill each other to be like the next king of Amber.
How common is it for like normal people to walk in the shadow world?
If you're just like a normal person in this world,
Or
you
like
should not be able to walk into the shadow world. Like you can't walk the pattern.
okay, so it's only very specific people that can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually very helpful though. Are there like any entities that live in the shadow world? What lives in the shadow world?
Well, like, so in Amber, like so all of the shadow worlds are they're just like different alternate dimensions. So they can be many things. So the shadow worlds can be like
Earth.
Yeah, literally Earth is one of them. I was thinking of like the Jabberwocky world, but Earth, like in Amber, like Earth is technically human Earth, like our Earth is technically considered a shadow world that the princes in Amber could walk into. I think that for the purposes, like, think of shadow walking as something that like they're basically like gods can do. It's not something that just like your average person could do. It's powerful gods. I guess almost think of them as like Greek gods, that they have all of this power and all of these abilities, and they don't mind like fucking people over.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out, and I'm trying to find it and not finding it right now. But like for the sorcerer background, I was thinking about doing the, let's see what it's called, shadow something or other. And I'm trying to figure out what would that patron be, because maybe it's from a shadow world, but now I can't find it.
Shadow sorcerer 5e.
Sorcerer, it's not on this one.
Shadow magic.
Shadow magic, yeah. Because like in the regular D&D, it's like the Raven Queen, I think, which was like very nice for my Kenku. But I don't know what the equivalent would be for this world.
Oh yeah, you could have that be where you're like, yeah, we could talk about that a little bit. Where and you shadow walk.
Yeah,
Interesting. So I wonder if that came from Amber.
but that's 14th level, so
Yeah, so you can't do that right away.
Yeah.
So I'll read up
Just
on
gotta
that.
get
I'll
you
make a
level
note to
14,
myself
that's
to
right.
read up on that, and I'll try to incorporate it. We can talk about it later, so we can talk about
what would be the right patron for that?
yeah.
I guess it's not really patron, but it's like for the sorcerer, it's like
both for the right patron, but also for like how we can kind of adjust that magic to be consistent with Amber.
yeah. that makes
Oh,
sense.
also, there is a city under the sea in Amber. It's not close to where your research facility is, but there is a city off the coastline in Amber, an underwater city.
Okay.
That is just one of the elements of that's just in the book, but I don't think it'll become relevant. If it becomes relevant, this has gotten really off the rails.
Well, now that you've told us that,
That's true.
All right.
But it is like, because it'll mean that it's not super unusual for us. Like, we're not like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's unusual, but it's not like we've never ever heard of anything like this happening before. Like, everybody knows about the underwater city.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Oh, also, I'll be quiet for that.
What?
I was gonna ask everyone a question about the other campaign, but I want to wait to see if there's other questions about this one.
Does anyone have more questions about this one?
I'm just changing my name to my character name.
Isabeau. That's cool.
Mm.
Okay, Isabeau.
I'm trying to make the character sheet in D&D Beyond, but it defaults to, for warlocks, the only patron they allow is the fiend.
Oh, weird.
I looked it up. It's a problem.
Mhm.
Oh, it's like an actual glitch with D&D Beyond.
Yeah, like other people are like, and other people specifically like, I want to have a pact with Cthulhu. It's in that player's handbook.
Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, yeah. If anyone has any more questions, just text me. Just text me on my phone. That's fine. And that's all I have for you guys.
Awesome. I'm psyched. Okay.
Okay. Well, it's not really a question so much as a prompt for everyone for the other campaign.
Is it, how would you like to rescue me from prison?
No,
I don't think anyone's coming to rescue
Yeah.
you.
Oh, man.
I did want to ask people if they could send me like a little information on any people from their background that they have, had caring relationships with, like some more information on your background in terms of like relationships with people over the course of your characters' lives.
Okay. And when is our next session gonna be?
I think it's 2 weeks from yesterday.
Like the 15th, I think.
Yeah. The 15th.
Okay.
Oh, Nikki, I need to get in touch with you for the
Yes,
Pre
you
thing.
do. Yes, we do. Let me know when's good for you.
Okay. Let me go to
It's-
work
it should-
tomorrow and see what it
yeah.
looks like.
I was gonna say it should be, relatively short, so we could even do it like a weeknight.
Gotcha. Okay. I will let you know.
Or, like,
Meryl is so cute, dude.
Hi, Moro. Hi, little girl.
Sorry.
What you doing? Hi, little girl. You look so pretty.
Now she's watching all of y'all.
Yeah.
No,
And you guys have a cat, she'll really pay attention.
Oh yes, do not put your cat
so
on the
smart,
screen.
Moro.
Oh, God.
You're so smart. She can see the screen. My cat can see the screen too. My cat knows what's happening on a screen. Like he watches it and he interacts with it.
Now I'm starting to wonder whether Mario has like black vision, like Candy does, though.
I know. It is
Maybe-
weird.
Yeah, maybe
It's
you
weird
have
how
that.
I tried to show Loki my phone screen. I was like, look, Loki, it's a video of a cat. He was like, nah, that's not registering.
Yeah, he's too stupid to know what things look like.
But if I show Hamby a video of a cat, he freaks out.
Mhm.
Or if I'm watching TV and there's a dog or cat or horse on TV, he's like, oh boy, this is the best show ever.
That's what Mario's like. If I best show her though, she wants to climb up and bark at it.
I remember because we were literally watching like a Miyazaki movie and it was like,
Oh.
it was Nausicaa and the
Mhm.
Valley of the Wind, and she's like freaking out about the little like 2-dimensional like hand-drawn fucking squirrel thing or whatever.
Well, yeah,
That's
that's
like a
about
very
right.
high level of abstraction ability.
yeah.
Oh yeah, if you have a badly drawn horse on the screen,
She'll
she
bark
knows
at
it's
it.
a horse and she's
Yeah.
going after it. It's obnoxious.
What happens when she sees a real horse?
Oh man,
Same thing.
she's gonna
yeah.
get trampled to death.
The outcome, yeah, very different. 2-dimensional photonic horse, probably not a threat.
All right. Well, that's all I have for tonight. Like I said, feel free to text me with questions. I will try not to, I'll try to write down everything that I can so I'm not,
Hey, Rim,
hello guy, what you doing?
Oh, that's so funny. Wow.
should do that.
You should do that. Would be really
That'd be
fun.
great.
That would be great. You should do
I'll
it.
call myself Tuesday.
Yeah.
Are these the
Hey,
books
my-
that I got you?
My-
Am I
my
gonna regret giving
bag
you these?
has a name now.
Oh, this is just the players. We do have
Yeah,
Xanthars
Okay.
here.
this is just
Here's
PhP.
Xanthars.
Yeah, we have.
I was
Xanthars
actually-
are the shadow magic sorcerers. So
I was looking at that and I was like, I really need to get those
Yeah.
now.
They're yeah,
Our D&D shelf is starting to get
pretty full.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tarun, Tarhun. Tarun.
You guys see this or is it all black?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh man, how would you know that there's a cat there?
That's true. Yeah. Good point.
You can't see anything?
No, it's all black.
Oh, well, he's being a sweet baby.
That's very cute. Oh. Okay, Nikki, I'm sorry. You said your prompt was you just wanted to like
Yeah,
come up
Mario's
with
watching
backstories
this.
for people in our like
Yeah.
like life.
Yeah. I know some of you guys are already talking about thinking about backstories a little bit more. But yeah, I especially like, so I know like for instance, with Aelith, you know, she has like Talon and Carpet that she has a relationship. I know she talked about like that she was a ranger with her dad. It'd be nice to have some more info on like what that relationship was like. And then with Zeta and Leap, I know they were close, but I don't really know for a lot of people what other relationships have you had before you got to this point in your life that have been meaningful. Like, is there anyone you care about at home? Is there anyone, any long lost loves or friends? Did you leave home because you have a murdered family? I don't know. Be nice to know some more about some of the people in your lives.
Something
Okay.
to-
Murdered them.
something. Oh
That's
no, I
cute.
hope you don't use it against us.
No, I would never do that.
Never
Why
will.
would I? Why would I be asking for questions?
Oh no.
No, never. I'm just interested for
She
no reason.
genuinely wants to know.
She just
Send
cares about us.
Christmas
with
cards to
details.
everyone.
I don't want to use it to hurt her feelings. Come here. I know you're such a good-
Awesome. Okay, well I'm gonna get started on this.
All
Psyched.
right, sounds good, everyone. So see you in 2 weeks. Mom, thanks for coming.
All right, guys, thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
All right, and we'll see
Bye
you.
bye.
All right, bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.